Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to the Honestly Truly podcast hosted by me, Tylar Cimone. And today we are getting into my 2024 year in review of reads. Okay, of all the books that I read, my favorites and my least favorites. I'm very excited to get into it. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, now firstly, you're done to know what am I drinking? It's boring. I know, guys. 2025, I'm gonna step my game up on my drinks, and it's crazy because like I have so many fun drinks and I drink them, but then when it's time for the podcast, I'm like, let me just get some water, bro. So I'm gonna get a little bit better because y'all, I've been stuttering all day, but whatever. We move on. I've been a barista and I've also been a bartender the past like week and a half. Okay, went to the store. I got all the stuff I need for all my fun drinks. I got a few fun drinks from Trader Joe's, like some sparkling little drinks that I'm gonna have after this. Got this one, it's like a pomegranate punch something, delicious. I love it. So I bought a pack of those, and I also like bought their little their spiced chai powder. Delicious. Okay, I'm making chai tea lattes. I also I don't know if y'all have Papados in your area, but in Texas we have them here. It's like a seafood restaurant, but they have this drink called the Grand Hennessy that I love, and I don't go to Papados very often actually, but I do love that drink. And so I came across a video on Pinterest of someone making it, and I was like, let me go make one. So I went to the store, got everything I needed, and I nailed it on the first try, actually. I'm probably going to have one later while I read. So I've been doing it up, but like I got a little lazy here when it was time to record because I'm just so excited to talk to you guys. I just put the drink to the back burner, okay? But today we've got water. She's quite tasty. That's what I'm drinking. In terms of music, that's crazy. I know I've been listening to music because I always do. So firstly, we just come out off of Christmas. I really loved Victoria Monet did like a little Christmas album with some songs from her Jaguar albums from this year, and like it's just like a orchestra situation. So it's just instrumental. She's not singing, but it sounds so great. And like her albums, I know are just mixed beautifully. First of all, but it's called A Jaguar Christmas. The orchestral. What is going on with me today? Orchestral? There we go. Arrangements. But this is what it looks like. Yeah. And literally, I just play it all the time. It just is nice. I probably will continue to play it as we go into the year because it's not like Christmas in your face. It's just very serene. And it's just like nice. So I've really been listening to that a whole bunch. And then also, I've been all over the place with my music. And I wanted to show you guys this. I probably can just like put a screen recording in, but I'm going to be lazy and do it this way. So y'all can see what I'm talking about. When I say listen to everything, listen to everything. Excuse my phone being about to die. I listen to a lot of stuff, guys. This is all my recently added things to my album. Like just not like random stuff. Okay, look at that. Okay, but songs I've really been enjoying. Dangerous Derringer. The beat on that is I listen to it all the time just because it just sounds so good. So I've been listening to that. Tim McGraw, okay? Now, I like it, I love it. That song has been stuck in my head for some reason, so I listen to it a lot these days. I listened to Smino's new album. I really liked it. I don't think I saved every song, but I saved a good number of the songs. And that one's called Maybe in Nirvana. I enjoyed that. I've kind of been all over the place with music lately. So nothing that has been sticking out. And one thing I have to catch up on, y'all, I have listened to one song from SZA's new album, the deluxe album, but I haven't listened to the whole thing. So I need to run that back and really get into it because I heard good things about it. I just haven't had a chance to listen. But yeah, I've kind of been all over the place with music. So song of the week is a little bit everywhere, but I would say album of the week is probably going to be that Christmas album by Victoria Monet. I listen to it literally every day. It just sounds so nice. Perfect for cleaning, perfect for driving. Perfect for like you're doing something else, you need some background music. This is it. Okay, it's great. But let's go ahead and get into it because I'm really excited. And my phone's gonna die, so I need my phone for this part. But I want to basically just take you through my little like Goodreads Wrapped because they gave me one, and I forgot they did this. I was like, oh, this will make my video so much easier because I already know what's on here. But let's just start off with the stats. Okay, so I read 42 books this year. I may read one more before the year is over. Because I'm in the middle of a Christmas book. I'm in the middle of, what's this book called? Second Chance Christmas. I'm reading this on my Kindle, obviously. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a Christmas book, but like it does not it's less about Christmas, which I kind of like. which is why like I'm kind of over the Christmas like books. Like I have another book that I wanted to read before the year's over that's Christmas related, but I'm over it now. Like I'm over, I mean, I'm not over Christmas. I'm happy about the holiday. I had a great Christmas. I hope you guys did too, or a great holiday, whatever you celebrate. I hope you had a great time. But I'm like, my mood has shifted in terms of reading. Like I'm over that. I'm over it. So this one I'm still able to tolerate, and it's actually very good. Tolerate is wrong, but I mean tolerate in the sense of like, it's not overbearingly Christmas in my face, so I can keep reading it without being like, okay, come on, Christmas is over now. So I'm gonna finish this. I think I'm like 70 or 80% done, so I'm gonna get that one done. So that will be 43 books in the year, and that'll probably be the last book that I read this year. We'll see. But we still got a couple more days left. But yeah, I've read 42 books so far. I've read over 1,500 pages. I read so many different things. Wow, it's just showing like a whole thing of all the books that I've read, which is crazy. I think 42 is insane because my original goal for the year, I want to say, was like 20 or 25 books. I think was what my goal was for the year, I want to say. And so for me to have read over 40 and like double what I was planning on reading is crazy. So I'm really happy that I was able to read so much more, and definitely having my Kindle has helped with that. I've been able to read so many more books, and Audible and having audiobooks has been helpful. So, but either way, I have learned 42 different stories this year, which is really amazing, and I'm excited to see what I'll do next year. I haven't decided what my goal will be. I think I'm gonna do 50, because I'm just shy of 50 right now. I might want to do 50, maybe 60. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think I might start with 50 for next year. But I'm really happy about like, because I think last year I want to say I read like, I don't remember, maybe like 20, 25, 17 to 20, something like that. So yeah, I'm really happy about what I've read this year, and I'm kind of just looking through kind of list of books that they have here that I read. In terms of my favorites, I'll go over the physical favorites first, because a lot of these books I don't have. A lot of them were audiobooks or Kindle. But Curvy Girl Summer, I've talked about this book so many times. Love her, love this author. She has a second book coming out, I think in the summertime, in June of next year, called Plus Size Players. I'm very excited to read it. This book was so fun, and this is like an autographed copy. Yeah, love her. So I really love this book. I believe I gave it 5 stars. Don't remember now, but it was no less than 4 for sure. So good. Definitely one of my favorites of the year. Great summer book for me to read. This one I read recently. I read this one. Was that this month? This might have been this month or last month. And I got the physical copy the other day. Loved this book. This made me a Jodi fan. Okay, I love Jodi. And so it got me to go ahead and read her other book, Small Great Things, which I will be buying the physical copy of Small Great Things as well. I love that book too. But I want the paperback copy. The copies that I've seen out have been the hardbacks, and I don't want that. I want like the big floppy. I've seen in other girls' videos, it's like a floppy, big, Small Great Things copy. So I want to get that one. But this was so good. First of all, get into this beautiful, beautiful book cover. Like, it's fabulous. But the book was so good. It's not what like I said, I go into books not knowing anything. It wasn't at all what I expected. Didn't expect much. I didn't know, but I knew it was going to be good, and I really enjoyed this. If you have not read this book, I think everybody should read it. I really thought it was just amazing. It was just so good. In the audiobook, I think you should listen to it. I don't know. I might go back and reread it again, but I think the audiobook was awesome as well. So this was definitely one of my favorites from this year. This was a really interesting one that my friend told me about, called Don't Believe Everything That You Think. It was just very interesting, very like mind-opening, and this kind of takes me back to kind of what I used to read. I used to read a lot of like nonfiction, self-help, wisdom type books, which I still really enjoy, but I think this is maybe the only one, maybe one or two that I've read this year that was nonfiction. And I really enjoyed it. I found this copy. This is like an expanded edition, so I don't know if it has more stuff that I didn't read because I listened to this book originally as an audiobook. But I got this from Walmart, and it's just like nice. It feels nice, a nice book. But this is really interesting. If you like kind of learning about your mind and how we process our thoughts and how we kind of limit ourselves and limit our beliefs in certain things, like it's very interesting. And I think like just go into it if you decide to read it. So it's a quick read. I think it's no more than like 100 some pages. This is like, yeah, I think it's like 160, something like that. I don't know. It's a quick read. If you give it a read, just go into it with an open mind. And just kind of see what he's telling you and kind of just take it in. I thought it was really great, and I feel like I learned a lot about the way that I manage my own thoughts, and ways that I can improve on that, and the ways that I can stop getting in my own way about certain things. So I really enjoyed this, and I learned a lot from it, and it was such a quick and easy read as well. Y'all love about this book? First of all, I'll get into it. I'm gonna show y'all every single time. First of all, it's beautiful. Let's just start there. But it was so amazing. This is like the first. I think this is. I'm trying to remember. I read so many books this year. I think this was the first fantasy book that I completed, and I loved it. I thought it was so amazing. It's written by a Black author, so let's start there. Also, okay, on top of the book being beautiful, written by a Black author and vampires. Okay, but this was definitely one of my favorites this year, and it just got me so excited to like what I'm going to be reading next year. Trying to get more and more into fantasy, but this is a great book. And if you're looking for something to kind of get your toes wet in terms of fantasy, I think this would be great. And if you can, I don't know if they're still selling this edition. If you can, get your hands on this pretty edition. Like, look at this. Such a beautiful book. Y'all know. If you don't know, you need to go back and watch my videos. But listen, this book right here, you know how I feel about it. So yeah, this is definitely, I want to say, I have to take another look. I'm kind of looking through all the books that I read this year. I liked a lot of books. Let's not lie. I liked so many books. But this one, I think, and maybe like in terms of like fiction, like a romance books, 100%. This is the winner. I loved it. I can't say it enough. I'm looking for. She has a book coming out next year as well. I'm looking forward to. I forgot what it's called, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a standalone book too. I don't think it's a part of a series, but I'm really excited about it. But this was definitely my favorite book. If you have not read it, I tried to convince y'all multiple times about this book. If you have not read it, yes. Okay, I'm tired, y'all. Please go and pick it up. Did I listen to this one? No, I didn't. I read this one. No audiobook on this. Go and get this book and read it. Okay? So you can kick your feet and smile and laugh and cry and be locked in with the book. Go ahead and do it. Okay? So, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this one. So those are definitely my favorites. In terms of books that I did not like this year, there wasn't many. That I didn't like. I think in terms of DNF, there was one. And I think there was, just one, if I remember correctly. And that was Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I bought that as a cozy fall read in November, one of those 2 months, right? And I read the first one, the Pumpkin Spice Bookstore, is that what it's called? Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I read that one, loved it. I gave it like 3.5 stars, but it was a good book. It was what I expected. It was a nice, cozy, fluffy read, like nothing too serious, like something easy for you. It was great, loved it. So I was expecting that same vibe in the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and that was not the case. So for me, like I said, I think I explained this in another video. I think the main issue is just that I was expecting it to be set in a complete fall setting, which I'm sure it probably was going to get to. I didn't finish it, but it was set in like August going into the fall, and I feel like I was just such in like a cozy read. I want to read fall stuff, and it wasn't completely fall, but that was like a thing for me. And then I just think I was just never able to really connect with the characters. I read a good portion of it. I want to say I read over 30% of that book before I DNF'd it, so I was over 100 pages in. And I just really did not feel that connection to the characters. I didn't really care about what they had going on. And so I just was like, I'm really quick to be like, okay, well, I'll come back to this later. Like, I might come back to the book later and read it again or finish it, because I just love like the ease of just a nice, cozy read. You ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to overanalyze it. Just enjoy the read. So I didn't mind that, but just something about it, I just was like, I can't sink my teeth into this, and I don't want to force myself to read a book if I'm not in the mood for it. So that's the only book that I think I DNF'd this year. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to look and see if there's any more in my little lineup here. No, I think that's about it. Everybody else, I think I had a pretty good year of books. I think a lot of the books that I read, like I really liked them. What else? What's another good one? Yeah, I think that's the only one that I DNF'd. The only one that I did not like. Probably the only one that got less than. I didn't give it any stars, so I didn't finish it, but I don't think I gave any books less than 3 stars. I don't think so. I'm looking over my little list and I don't see any, so I think I'm good. But I really didn't. I think I had a really great year of reading, and I'm so mad because I'm looking at all these books and there's a lot of them that I want to have physical copies of, but I can't buy all the books at once. Like one of them, like this one right here. Ooh! This one right here. How to Save Babylon. I don't know if y'all can see that. I should just put the picture up there. But this is a recommendation from one of my other book girlies, okay, my book friends, okay. She put me onto this book. I've linked her here before. She has her own Bookstagram, okay. She's the girl who can tell you what to actually do, okay. Now, she told me about this book. And we actually got to meet this author. We went to a book festival. That was like November 2023. We went to a book festival together. And we all got to meet this author. We got to go listen to her, like, do like a panel conversation. And she had already read the book. I hadn't read it yet. But it was just really cool to just hear her story, hear the author's story, and like get to meet her and everything. She was so sweet, so nice. So that was really cool. But then like getting to experience her already and kind of hear her story and then go and read the book. I listened to this book. Why do I feel tears coming to my eyes right now? I listened to this book like a dummy. I listened to it at work like a dummy. Why was I at my desk? Like, I was at my desk very emotional behind this book. One, because she's a beautiful, beautiful writer. She's also a poet as well. And so I can feel that infused into this book, all the poems and she's just an amazing writer. And so I felt some things about this book. This book, if I could give it 1 billion stars, it would get 1 billion stars. I really, really, really enjoyed this book, and I want to buy the physical copy of it. That's one that I haven't, but I really want like a specific copy that has like the cool, like, there's a word for these edges. It has the cool little frayed paper edges. I want that look. And so I need to be looking to find that because I loved that book. And so like this one that I would love to like reread again, because like I said, I listened to that one, but I would love to read it. And there's so many other good ones that I read. So many great authors. Like I said, Viola Davis's book, Finding Me. Oh, so good. Another one that I listened to at work and I literally was crying. It's so good. So good. And her story is so beautiful, but definitely was crying my eyes out over that. So I want to find her book. So many other. I don't want to sit here all day and go through every single book that I read, but I really did have a good year of reading and a lot of romance, because I'm a romance girly, but I also got to branch out a little bit, just starting to branch out into other genres and just learn about all the other amazing authors who write different types of books that are out there. So that's just been so fun. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like that's the main wrap up of what I wanted to discuss with you guys, but I'd love to hear more about what your favorite books are, so please drop those in the description below. What are your favorite books that you read this year? What are the books that you did not like this year? What things are going to be looking out for that I need to be reading next year? Please let me know. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your 2024 and a prosperous, amen, 2025. Okay, I will see y'all next year. Bye.